Saturday the 24th of November 2012, 12:12 p.m. My name is Dr. Gerald Graham. I'm a marine environmental policy consultant, and I'm here at the Clover Point Outfall pipe near Victoria. And we're looking here at the area where the untreated raw sewage wastewater from half of Victoria comes in via collection pipes. Behind those closed doors there, it's screened, and then it comes, that's just to take out the larger objects bigger than a thumbtack before it goes into an outfall pipe that comes out here into Ross Bay, and then goes out 1.1 kilometers offshore, 65 meters below the surface of the sea, and there are diffusers there that basically pump the human waste out into the ocean, into the Strait of Juan de Fuca. Now, what's the problem with that? First of all, it's not treated. It's not even treated when it gets out there. You don't really know what happens to it. But the real problem is that this is critical habitat for southern resident killer whales, an endangered species under the Species at Risk Act in Canada. And those killer whales are quite contaminated. And amongst the contaminants in those killer whales, and there are only about 85 of them left, are PCBs. Now, Victoria sewage is not the only or even the principal source of those PCBs. But the PCBs are in that waste. And we can get rid of some of those PCBs, at least by treating the human waste. We're not doing it. So basically, for decades, it's been pumping the sewage out there. It's a contaminated site. It's against Article 36(3) of the Fisheries Act. And the new wastewater regulations are going to make it illegal to discharge the waste like that. Victoria is being required, mandated by the federal government and the provincial government to clean up its act by 2018 for the province and 2020 for Ottawa. Now, there's some people against that. They say the cost is prohibitive. But in fact, 2/3 of the cost is being paid by the federal and provincial governments. The funding is there, they've approved the plan, and now is the time to act. To wait any longer until there's any hard evidence of harm to public health or the environment would be too late, because it will take so long to build a plant after that. Now, I've actually sailed out there over the outfall pipe. I've seen the grease there in the summer. I've smelt it. The telltale sign is the seagulls feeding on the oil and grease from restaurants and what have you. I've actually seen pods of killer whales out there swimming right through the sewage. Now, how healthy is that? Those PCBs, they get into the salmon. The orcas feed on the salmon. called bioaccumulation. It goes up the food chain. And under the Species at Risk Act, the local authorities are required to take steps, and the federal government required to take steps to protect the orcas, this being their critical habitat. The area here from Race Rocks all the way out to Harrow Strait there. And so it's in the cards. We've got to clean up our act. We have a plan. It's a good plan. I say, let's act on it.